Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, Marikana Memorial Lecture speakers issue call to rebuild. Decarbonisation is an urgent imperative, says coal mining company Exxaro, and chrome ore the star of Merafe's half-year show. Speakers participating in the 4th Marikana Memorial Lecture on August 14 called on South Africans, including those directly affected by the Marikana tragedy, to remember the struggle in South Africa for dignity.
We have helped a number of the widows to secure homes, and we have continued to assist in the educational progress of many children to help them reach their full potential. It has been particularly rewarding to see the efforts that these young people have made to seize the opportunities that have been available to them. And we have been pleased to welcome a number of these individuals into our own workforce. It remains the case, of course, that each family affected by the tragedy has been entitled to a position in our company. Moreover, we have played an active role towards securing justice for the family of those killed at the Marikana massacre. I believe the industry should be recognized for the socio-economic value that it creates in areas where other industries are not as well positioned to bring economic activity into the district, and of course do that in a way that does not cause environmental damage and social disruption.
Decarbonisation of coal mining company Exxaro's operations and entire value chain is an urgent imperative to reduce carbon dioxide emissions, which will result in the additional benefits of avoiding market barriers, fines, and the loss of social license to operate.
We are aware as well of the increasing scrutiny and pressure that coal companies are subjected to. This manifests through the exit of some international investors from the sector, while multinationals reorganize their portfolios. As a result, we are happy to report that we have revised our Scope 1 and Scope 2 emission targets to 40% compared to what we've reported before of 43% by 2026, due to the change in the divestment of Leeuwpan Mine. We have finalized our value chain Scope 3 emission analysis with the majority from our Eskom supply, very much around 97% of our Scope 3. Hence, we need to pursue other Eskom suppliers to partner with us in dealing with Scope 3 emissions.
Chrome ore has been headlined by ferrochrome and chrome producer Merafe Resources as the star of the show in the 6 months to June 30.
The first half of 2023 was characterized by similar challenges to those we had in 2022 financial year. These included persistent high inflation, unreliable electricity supply, and logistics challenges. Despite these challenges, Merafe recorded solid results, which is the year or the half year at a glance. No fatalities were recorded in the first half of 2023, and there was improvement in the total recordable injury frequency rate. There was no impact of COVID-19 on the operations. Production volumes were lower for both ferrochrome and chrome ore. We continue to benefit from efficiencies at the smelters. Production costs increased by double digits, and as mentioned earlier, power and logistics challenges persisted. Global market uncertainties continue. Stainless steel production decreased and resulted in ferrochrome demand and lower ferrochrome prices. On the positive side, chrome ore prices increased significantly, and together with the weaker currency contributed to the higher profitability. Revenue increased by 11%, and headline earnings of 42 cents per share was higher by 14%. Interim dividends of 20 cents per share have been declared by the board. If we move to the market, global stainless steel production decreased by 2%. Only China showed growth, with all other regions remaining the same or declining. China continues to dominate global stainless steel production, accounting for almost 60%. Global ferrochrome demand has also declined marginally, with only China registering some growth. China accounted for about 65% of this demand. Global ferrochrome production increased by about 6%, contributing to the oversupply of ferrochrome. The increase in production came from China and Kazakhstan, with the rest of the regions either staying the same or declining. Chrome ore imports into China increased by 3%, with 80% of these imports originating from South Africa. Chrome ore prices remain strong, mainly as a result of logistic constraints in South Africa and Chinese port stocks remaining low. On the other hand, ferrochrome prices were weaker due to subdued demand and oversupply of ferrochrome. Ferrochrome prices have been trending lower recently, and current Chinese CIF prices are just below $1 per pound.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.